Hi everyone, I am Carlos Montilla Dalag, and today's video I am going to perform hand signals in volleyball. So what are you waiting for? Let's go! First is the authorization to serve. Extend the arm to the side of the team that will serve and move the hand to indicate the direction of service of the team to serve. Next is team to serve. This means which volleyball team served the ball and determined by the previous point. Whoever won the previous point gets to serve the next. Next is the change of court. Basic rules of volleyball: after each set, the team change court with the exception of deciding set. In the deciding set, once a team reaches 8 points, the team change court without delay and the player positions remain the same. Next is timeout. Each team is allowed to call 2 timeouts during each game or set. A timeout lasts 30 seconds. Timeout also can't be requested while the ball is in play. Next is the substitution. Substitution is an act by which a player enters the game to occupy the position of another player who must leave the court at the moment. Next is misconduct warning. Misconduct warning are receiving a yellow card in the second stage of formal warning for players and coach for minor misconduct. So the first being a verbal one given through the team captain. Next is misconduct penalty. For road conduct, the team is penalized with the loss of 1 rally. Expulsion, repeated road conduct is sanctioned by expulsion and the player must leave the playing area for the remainder of the game. Next is the expulsion, receiving yellow and the red card. So it means repeated rude conduct is sanctioned by expulsion. This means player is sanctioned by disqualification and must leave the playing area. Next is disqualification. For offensive conduct and aggression, the player is sanctioned by disqualification and also must leave the playing area for the remainder of the match. Disqualified player may be subject to further sanction by the director. Next is the end of the set in volleyball. Matches are played best of 5 sets. The first 4 sets are played to 25 points, with the final set being played to 15 points. A team must win a set by 2 points. There is no ceiling, so a set continues until the one of the teams gain a 2-point advantage. Next is ball not toss or release. This means that the signal is for when the ball isn't released from the hand at the moment of service contact or if the server doesn't execute the service properly. Next is delay in service. When the server doesn't contact the ball within 8 seconds, raise both arms above your head. Use 5 digits of the right hand and the thumb, so it means this is delay in service. Next is blocking fault or screening. Occurs when a player goes up the net to block the ball coming over but fails to do so legally. Blocking errors are not officially recorded for poor form in blocking, such as failing to close the block or having improper timing. Next is position or rotational fault. This means the team commit a position fault if they are not in their correct position at the moment the ball is contacted by the server. So, the server commits an illegal service at the moment of a contact with the ball. That fault prevails over position fault and it is penalized. Next is ball in. It is a very common question when watching volleyball. If the ball is in or out. If any part of the ball touches any part of the playing court, including the line, the ball is in. It has to be completely outside of the line for it is to be called out. So next is ball out. As what I have said earlier, if the ball is completely outside of the line, so this could be ball out. Next is catch. So the ball is a catch if it does not rebound from the contact, remaining that it bounces off the finger and or hands. This rule also applies to passes in hits as well as sets. Determine whether or not the ball was hit with an opponent hand. Next is double contact. A ball touching the body more than once in succession is considered a double contact, and it is illegal except when play of a hard-driven spiking ball. 4 hits is a violation occurs when a team makes contact with the volleyball or more than 3 times in one rally. Next is net touch by player. By a team may still be kept in play up to 3 hits provided the net is not touched by player. Players may not touch the net. If 2 opposing players touch the net simultaneously, the ball is declared dead and it is replayed. Next is reaching beyond the net. When a player reaches illegally beyond the net contacting the ball or the opponent, show the reaching beyond the net signal. After showing the signal, it indicates the player at fault. Next is attack and hit fault. It is a ball that is sent over the net to the opponent. An attack is an offensive action of hitting the ball, attempting to terminate the play. Next is penetration into the opponent's court. This means if the player touches the ball or an opponent in the opponent's space before or during the opponent's attack hit. So the referee places a hand above the net and palm facing downward. Next is double fault and replay. This means a double fault occurs when players of opposing teams simultaneously commit faults. A replay is called for double fault. Penalty for committing faults: if the serving team commits a fault and the receiving team will be awarded a point. Next is ball touch. If the player touches the ball or the ball touches a player, it is considered as a play on the ball, except if the following case: if a ball touching the body or more than once in succession in the legal when play of a hard-driven spiking ball. Next is delay warning. Delay warning is the first time a team delays the volleyball game. They will receive a warning from the referee with no additional consequences. And lastly, delay penalty. A game delay penalty is a penalty that can be issued during a volleyball game if a team delays the start of a game or rally. So that's the end of my performance. So hope you have learned something. Thank you and God bless us all.